really disconcerting that TSA officials can be outsmarted by a 9-year-old boy? I think we need some more government training. Oh, wait, we have no government workers right now, do we? Or at least that can do the job. Thank you, Congress, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Well, let's take a look at the nationwide weather forecast as we head into Tuesday. And then have celebrity birthdays in a few moments. So let me get the weather bed here for you. And we'll take care of this. Put that over there. And away we go.
Winter weather warning right now. Here's a live look at the Fox 6 snow stick. This is out on the weather dick.
And take a look at the nationwide weather forecast on this late Monday night and heading into Tuesday morning. First of all, East Coast concerns. Tuesday will feature much drier conditions and cooler temperatures across the Northeast. Northern Maine may see a few showers tomorrow. Highs only in the 50s across much of northern New York and northern New England. The rest of the region will see highs in the 60s with a few 70s in the Baltimore-Washington area. Low pressure near the East Coast will send some rain to coastal areas of the mid-Atlantic by midweek. In the south, low pressure off the southeast coast and high pressure to the north will combine to produce persistent northeast winds and slightly elevated surf to coastal areas of the Carolinas and Georgia. Frequent showers will occur from coastal North Carolina to northernmost sections of Florida. Rainfall of 1 to 3 inches is possible. Locally higher amounts also possible for the coastal Carolinas through midweek. Scattered thunderstorms could also be expected across southern Florida. Highs tomorrow mainly in the 60s from much of Virginia through South Carolina and back to northern Georgia. Much of the areas from Arkansas and Louisiana to Alabama will see highs in the 70s. Much of Texas and southern Florida will see highs in the 80s. Here in the Midwest, well, the region will still see dry conditions for tomorrow. Temperatures will be well above seasonal averages in the upper Midwest and above average back in through the plains. Gusty southwesterly winds tomorrow from the Oklahoma Panhandle up to parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin. Highs mainly in the 60s from the Great Lakes to the Ohio Valley. Highs well into the 70s from the plains to much of the upper Midwest. And out west, cool and lots of showers are in the weather words for much of the Pacific Northwest tomorrow. The Northwest and interior west will become increasingly windy tomorrow. Some snow over parts of the mountains of Idaho, southwest Montana, and northwest Wyoming by Wednesday. Showers of rain and snow plus wind sag southward into California and Nevada for Wednesday. The southwest becomes increasingly windy tomorrow. Tuesday's highs across the northwest will range from the 30s in the mountains to the 50s in the lower elevations. Tuesday's highs in the 60s across the interior west. Highs in the mid-80s to mid-90s across the southwest tomorrow. And the interior west and southwest will turn considerably cooler by Wednesday. And that's a look at the nationwide weather forecast on this Monday evening. As far as the Kirksville, Missouri region is concerned, clear skies for the rest of tonight, lows in the mid-40s. South to southwesterly winds at about 5 miles per hour. Sunny tomorrow with highs near 75. South winds between 5 and 15 miles an hour with wind gusts up to 20 to 25 miles an hour. Mostly clear Tuesday night. Lows once again in the mid-40s. South winds about 5 to 10. And Wednesday, more of the same with sunny skies, highs in the mid-70s. South to southeasterly winds at about 10 miles per hour. Clear Wednesday night. Lows in the upper 40s. South winds about 5 to 10 miles an hour. And then for Thursday and Friday, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 70s, lows in the mid-50s. A 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms developing Friday night. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, lows around 60. A continued chance for rain and thunderstorms on Saturday, a 50% chance at this point, with highs in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Rain and thunderstorms ending by Saturday evening, dissipating to showers by late Saturday night. Partly cloudy otherwise, lows in the lower 50s. And then for Sunday, mostly sunny skies with highs in the upper 60s, lows in the upper 40s. Columbus Day looking mostly sunny with highs around 66 degrees. And that is a look at the Kirksville, Missouri weather forecast. In the meantime, take a look at local weather conditions and temperatures across the area. Let's see here what we have for you. Just give me a moment to pull the data up on my computer because I forgot to load this beforehand, and so it'll be just a moment. Right now, though, okay, news by state. I don't want Massachusetts. I don't want North Carolina. How come you give me everything around Missouri but not Missouri? Okay, here we go. All right, Squintle Vision engaged. Yes, I want Missouri. And this is really good podcasting, by the way, isn't it? Okay, hourly state weather roundup, and away we go. Across the Show Me State, clear skies, 51 degrees at KCI Airport, 52 and clear in Lawrence, 52 and clear in Harrisonville. Sedalia checking in with clear skies, 58 degrees this evening. 55 and clear in the Magic City. That's Mulberry, Missouri, by the way. St. Louis reporting clear skies and 55. 54 and clear at the state capitol. Hannibal checking in with clear skies, 59 degrees. And across the region, 57 in Topeka. 60 in Manhattan, Kansas. Wichita checking in with clear skies at 60 degrees. And Des Moines, 58 and clear at this present time. Winds out of the south about 5 miles an hour. Relative humidity at 66%. Barometric pressure on the rise. Now at 30.10 inches of mercury. And that is your complete weather forecast. Of course, nothing on radar because there's nothing out there to track. Kind of like progress in Washington, D.C. right now. Okay. This is a cheap running gag. I'm trying to shut my Nook off, and every time I set it down, it turns itself back on. See? I don't know if you can hear that clunk sound, but it's driving me crazy in my headphones. I bought this Nook reader back in January. Well, about 2 or 3 months ago, I dropped it. Luckily, it didn't drop very far, but the unit itself is okay. However, the power cord, the plug got bent a little bit, and now it doesn't always charge when I plug it into the wall, so I have to be careful. And somehow I'm able to charge it off my computer, which it's not supposed to be able to do. I haven't gotten around to buying a new cord for it yet, so I need to do that at some point. But it's still a tough little computer. Anyway, let's see. We'll take a look at celebrity birthdays in a few minutes, as well as today in history, as we head back to 1806 for our stop back in time. Right now, though, I'm going to take a break, so I can go take a pause for the old cause. That's radio talk for going to the restroom. While I do that, you get to listen to things such as, well, what do you say we start off with AP Top News first, and then we'll have, what else will I have? Then we'll have the Composer's Date Book, and then it'll be the Writer's Almanac with Garrison Keeler. Probably have Garrison on first, and then the Date Book. Okay? Sounds like a plan? All right, I thought so. You're listening to First Cup, a.k.a. tonight, Second Pot. And I'm Joe Haffner, a babbling fool.
This is AP News Minute. 3 Americans won the Nobel Prize in Medicine Monday. They discovered how tiny bubbles inside cells shuttle key substances around, delivering the right cargo to the right place at the right time. The research could eventually lead to new medicines for epilepsy, diabetes, and other metabolism deficiencies. President Barack Obama made an unannounced visit to FEMA to thank employees for working under less than optimal circumstances during the government shutdown. 86% of FEMA's workforce has been furloughed, but many came to work without pay last week to prepare for Tropical Storm Karen. Authorities say 13 people were injured during a running gun battle at a Fresno, California motorcycle club's annual dance. An 18-year-old man was killed. All the injured are expected to survive. And the new $100 bill with an array of high-tech features designed to thwart counterfeiters will get its coming out party on Tuesday, partial government shutdown or not. Kelly Daschle, Associated Press with AP News Minute.
Hi friends, did you miss a recent episode of First Cup? Or maybe you'd like to hear one or more of my old shows again? Then may I suggest a couple of convenient ways you could go back in time and hear an old show again. Check me out on Stitcher by either downloading the app from the opening page of my website, tinyurl.com/Gunther'sHouse, on your PC, Mac, Linux, or tablet computer, or on your smartphone at tinyurl.com/GuntherMobile. That's good on your Android, iOS, or Windows phone. Also, you can check out this app by going to your phone's online store, or download the Spreaker app by going to your phone's online store as well.
And here is the Writer's Almanac for Monday, the 7th of October, 2013. It's the birthday of William Zinsser, born New York City, 1922, journalist, author, teacher of writing, written about travel and jazz and baseball, and best-known work is probably On Writing Well, in which he advocates for a clean, spare style. Clutter is the disease of American writing, he wrote. We are a society strangling in unnecessary words, circular constructions, pompous frills, and meaningless jargon. It's the birthday of Thomas Keneally, born in Sydney, Australia, 1935. Decided to become a priest, studied for 7 years, eventually decided he wasn't cut out for it, and left the seminary before his ordination. Written 10 books of nonfiction, many novels, best known as the author of Schindler's Ark, 1982, the book on which the movie Schindler's List was based. The story of an opportunistic, alcoholic, womanizing German businessman, Oskar Schindler, who rescued hundreds of Jews from the concentration camps. Keneally said, stories of fallen people who stand out against the conditions that their betters succumb to are always fascinating. It was one of those times in history when saints are no good to you and only scoundrels who are pragmatic can save souls. It's the birthday of the poet and essayist Diane Ackerman, born 1948, Waukegan, Illinois, best known for her book A Natural History of the Senses, her most recent book, a memoir, 100 Words for Love, about her husband, the novelist and poet Paul West, who suffered a stroke that resulted in global aphasia, an inability to process language, a memoir of the stroke and of his journey back to language. Here's a poem for today by Elizabeth Bishop. It is marvelous. It is marvelous to wake up together at the same minute, marvelous to hear the rain begin suddenly all over the roof, to feel the air clear as if electricity had passed through it from a black mesh of wires in the sky. All over the roof the rain hisses, and below the light falling of kisses. An electrical storm is coming or moving away. It is the prickling air that wakes us up. If lightning struck the house now, it would run from the 4 blue china balls on top, down the roof, and down the rods, all around us, and we imagine dreamily how the whole house, caught in a birdcage of lightning, would be quite delightful, rather than frightening. And from the same simplified point of view of night and lying flat on one's back, all things might change equally easily, since always to warn us there must be these black electrical wires dangling. Without surprise, the world might change to something quite different, as the air changes or the lightning comes without our blinking, change as our kisses are changing without our thinking. It is marvelous, a poem by Elizabeth Bishop from the Complete Poems 1927 to 1979, published by Farrar, Straus and Giroux, and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac, supported by Lumosity. Lumosity.com's daily online workouts are designed to improve memory and attention and are dedicated to helping people feel sharper, think faster, and remember more. More at Lumosity.com. And by Lending Tree, where you can fill out one form and receive up to 5 loan offers at TryLendingTree.com, NMLS 1136. Produced by Joy Biles, with assistance from Kathy Roach. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.